Yo, it's me again. I've just come back from my little solo trip to Prague in the Czech Republic. I'm hopping on camera, tired as fuck, man. I'm tired right now. My eyes are literally fucking hurting because I probably had like a combined total of 20 hours sleep on this entire trip. That's what kind of trip it was. But yeah, for those of you who don't know, I took this trip just as I was completely on my own. And I work a 9 to 5, so my weeks look kind of repetitive. And whilst I do like to challenge myself, and I do consider myself a confident person, you need things like this. You need these milestone kind of challenges that you can work towards just to kind of test out your social skills. And this has been what it's looked like for me recently. Just every couple of months, getting out of the country, going on a trip all by yourself and seeing what you can make happen. Just seeing what friends you can make, what experiences you can have. And I'm young and I didn't really do the whole traveling thing when I was younger. And I wouldn't necessarily say that I regret that, but I'm finding that you can do that at about just any age. So yeah, maybe making up for a little bit of lost time, but yeah, just what a fucking trip, man. I'm not going to go into all the details right now because I'm going to do like a lessons learnt video probably tomorrow. But just to give you a quick little debrief, so I stayed for 5 days in this hostel. So I had my own private room in the hostel, so I wasn't doing like the whole shared dorm thing. And maybe I'll do that at some point, but that's just a little bit too intimate for me. I don't want to get woken up at like fucking, I don't know, I stayed up pretty late anyway, but I don't want to get like just woken up in my sleep by someone snoring. Like someone in the bunk above me just has like sleep apnea or something, won't shut the fuck up. Because I need my sleep, even when I'm getting very little of it. I need my sleep. Yeah, enough about that. So staying in a hostel in the private room, and this hostel had more of a social kind of vibe, so they run activities in the day and also in the evening. And they are designed to get people mingling and talking and provide that space for you to kind of make friends on the trip. And I knew what to expect going in because I'd stayed at this chain of hostel, the one they have in Portugal. That was my first solo trip. So I kind of had expectations going in, like I'm probably going to go on some nights out. I'm probably going to meet some people. But it still never quite prepares you for the emotions you'll feel walking into a place like that. Just the lingering sense of doubt in the back of your mind that, okay, now the pressure is on me. If I don't put myself out there, if I don't strike up a conversation with someone that I don't know, then I could quite possibly just be lonely for the whole trip. Just be roaming around this big city on my own. No one to share these amazing experiences with. And I know I'm not like that, but I think that's how shit would be for me in the past. I just wouldn't leave the house that often, didn't have many of these kinds of experiences as a teenager, didn't put myself out there. So I think even now, I'm about to turn 24, even now my self-perception is still kind of lagging behind. I still see myself as that shy introvert that I was when I was younger. But yeah, what can I say about this trip, man? It ended up that I just went on so many nights out in a row that I didn't really get to do that much in the mornings. The afternoons were cool for exploring the city, but it also gets very dark out there. So I didn't see much sunlight on this holiday, just kind of live my life like a vampire. And usually that's not how I want to do my trips, because I actually want to get out of the hostel, experience the city, do some fun shit in the day. But the reason it wasn't the case was just because the nightlife was so good, man. And the crazy thing is I'm not like a party person. I'm not. I didn't party for like quite possibly 2 or 3 years straight. I never wanted to see the inside of another club or even a bar again. I found them just full of just the worst kind of people. I hated them all. I just thought they were all posers. But something about these trips, what can I say, man? It's bringing it out of me again. And I'm not really much of a drinker. I didn't go crazy every night. A few nights, way too much. But it's just the novelty of the experience, man. Being in a new place, going out with a group of strangers. Generally, everyone is from somewhere different. So there was Australians, South Americans, North Americans, people from the other parts of Europe. And you've got to understand, just the group dynamics is just so fun and chaotic. Like, I like going somewhere and being the only person from the UK because I feel like we have a very specific sense of humour. And it's the same in vice versa with the other people. You share your humour, you teach them little parts about your culture, and the banter just becomes unreal. Like, man. And everyone is so open as well. This is what I said before coming. This is what I said. I knew to expect this going in because everyone is in the same position, bar a few people who are traveling as like slightly larger groups. If you don't initiate the conversations, if you don't make an effort, you put yourself at risk of like not having any fun. So everyone kind of knows that deep down at the back of their mind that they've got to involve themselves in the group. And even I struggled with that, man. Even I just felt mad anxious right at the start. Like I arrived pretty late. Imagine there's already a bunch of people in this like common area and they've already started like, they're doing like some drinking games and stuff. And I just had to walk in there, not knowing anyone. I'm not going to lie, like I felt mad anxious about doing that, but I know myself at this point. I know myself. I know that it's normal for me to feel anxious walking into a room of like 30 people. I feel like anyone would, but I know what I need to do in that situation, which is just, instead of initiating the whole group, kind of just slip in there and like start talking to two or three people, get a bit of momentum going. That's a concept that I'm constantly talking about on here, like momentum and social flow, starting small, realizing that you're not going to fucking die and no one hates you, and then just kind of integrating into the larger group once you're feeling that kind of social energy. Because I was feeling really tired that day too. Like the first day I woke up at like 5 a.m. to go to the airport, and that fucking sucked because I'm always, when I'm well rested, I'm like a different person. I'm ultra confident. But yeah, fuck, man, I'm still just taking this whole trip in. Fuck. But yeah, I met such good people. What me and my brother say is, because we've been on trips together like this, the best part is honestly the people. It's just meeting all of these different international people, because these cities like Prague in Europe, they're full of people just going from city to city, from every single part of the world, and everyone has their own like distinct personality. Like me and my brother, we say that guy's a character, or that guy was a character. Basically what that means is there's something like very unique about them. They might not be unique in their home country, but whether it's just like the sense of humor, how they talk, how they dress, they all contributed to making like these experiences really fun and memorable. So many characters on this trip, man. And just the banter, the way these groups interacted, like I was saying. Bro. What a fucking special trip. This group of people, like obviously there's people going in and out the hostel, but there's a core group of volunteers. And it's like they took me in, and it's so fucking nice when you're just authentically being yourself. Even when you're a bit nervous, if you go in with the mindset that like, okay, I'm not gonna start changing my personality or trying to impress people, as difficult of a task as that is. That's what I said going in. But when you do that, you're always going to be a little bit afraid that, you know, you might end up with no one. But for me to go along and just authentically do and say the things that I would typically do, and for that to be received so well, and to just have so many laughs and come out with some, it feels like genuine friends. And I'm still chatting to these guys on Instagram, and I have like this little community all around Europe when people go back to their country, and I'll have someone to meet. Man, it's just the best feeling when people actually take to you, When you're just fucking being yourself, as corny as that sounds, when people take to you and you know that like there's nothing else you really could have done, it's just very reassuring, you know. It's positive reinforcement that like you can actually just go about your life like doing you, and that's likable. That's the best part of this trip as well, because it's like I honestly, because I don't have any history with these people, I'm not worried or paranoid about like things I've done in the past, because that's pressure, man. Like even now when I see people from school who I haven't seen in a long time, I act kind of weird. With anyone else I could be confident, but with these people, because I'm aware that in the back of my head they think like they know who I am, they know who I was when I was 14, when I was like awkward in class or something. That just hangs over me. Like even when they probably don't remember, it just hangs over me. But when you go abroad solo, man, you don't have to worry about any of that, man. You don't have to worry about shit. You just, yeah. A challenging experience, a highly challenging experience, just constantly putting myself out there, even when I felt really tired from these nights out, still going and talking to that new person who just arrived today, still being friendly, still putting in the effort and going first. It was challenging, but it all paid off in the end. And then what was I going to say? I literally just forgot, man. But it was therapeutic. It felt therapeutic, you know, like restores your faith in your ability to, well, it's like I was saying earlier, your ability to just kind of do you and have that be received well. I'm gonna meet up with this guy from Brazil in London. He was like my best friend on the trip, and he's in London for Christmas, so I'll see him quite soon. And man, like even going in there, even that's a first for me, like actually meeting someone in my country from one of these trips. Because I've arranged to go and see a few people from like other trips, but even that feels like, you know, wow, like I actually did very fucking well. Like going in, maybe not expecting to make like one good friend, because even that like not my personality isn't going to be compatible with everyone's. I might go there and there's no one who I really like, or there's no one who really likes me, and that's fine. But yeah, I'll give you the lessons learned video tomorrow, because I want to formalize this. Right now I'm just I'm just talking out my ass because I'm tired. But just know that, yeah, if you're someone who's in doubt about doing a trip like this, even if you're very introverted, even if you're quiet by nature, even if you are shy like me, you can do this and have a fucking sick time and come out with a bunch of friends at the end of it. But yeah, man, have a good one. Have a good Christmas if that's what you celebrate. And I'll see you soon.